being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hokies offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Soft spot in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Safe completion on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get down.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to...
Unloads it downfield. He's got it up the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Need. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the...
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Off the RPO, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
He's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Need. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the grab. Motion from the wideout. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now he wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Using his legs, it's Need. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown! Toss to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Pulls and fires complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And now they've moved into the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they're going to score again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire...
Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today.